Joseph reveals himself. Now Joseph could no longer control his feelings in the presence of all those standing by, and he called out, "Leave my presence, everyone!" And only his brothers with him, when Joseph made himself known to them. He wept so loudly that the Egyptians heard it, and the news spread through Pharaoh's house. Joseph said to his brothers, "I am Joseph. Is my father still alive?" But his brothers could not answer because they were terrified at seeing him. Joseph said to them, "Come closer." And they drew nearer, and he said, "I am Joseph, your brother, the one you sold into Egypt. Now do not grieve and reproach yourselves for selling me, because God has sent me before you here to save your lives. It is 2 years since famine has been in the land, and there will be another 5 years without tilling and without harvest. God has sent me ahead of you to ensure for you a remnant on earth and save your lives by an extraordinary deliverance. So it was not you but God who sent me here. He made me a father to Pharaoh, lord of his household, and ruler of all the land of Egypt. Go back quickly to my father and say to him, Joseph your son sends you this message. God has made me lord of all Egypt. So come down to me without delay. You shall live in the land of Goshen, and you shall be near me, you, your children and grandchildren, your flocks and your herds, all that you have, and there I will provide for you, for there will be 5 more years of famine, lest you and your household and all who belong to you be in need. Now you can see for yourselves, and your brother Benjamin too can see, that it is I myself who am speaking to you. You will tell my father of all the glory I have in Egypt, and of all that you have seen. Go quickly and bring my father down here." Joseph then threw his arms around his brother Benjamin and wept, and Benjamin wept as well. Then weeping, he kissed and embraced his brothers, and only then were his brothers able to talk with him. The news spread through Pharaoh's house. "Joseph's brothers are here," and the news pleased both Pharaoh and his officials. Pharaoh told Joseph, "Say to your brothers, you shall do this: load your beasts, return to the land of Canaan, and bring your father and your families and come to me. I will give you the best of the land of Egypt, and you will enjoy the fat of the land. And from your part, give them this order: take wagons from the land of Egypt for your little ones, and for your wives. Get your father and come. Never mind the things you leave there, for the best in all Egypt is yours." The sons of Israel did this. Joseph gave them wagons as Pharaoh had ordered, and provisions for the journey. To each one he gave a set of garments, but to Benjamin he gave 300 shekels of silver and 5 sets of garments. To his father he sent 10 asses loaded with all the best goods in Egypt, and 10 she-donkeys loaded with grain, bread, and provisions to last him through the journey. Then he sent his brothers away, and as they left he said, "Do not be perturbed on the way." They returned from Egypt and came back to Jacob their father in Canaan. They told him, "Joseph is still alive, and he is governor over all of Egypt." Jacob was stunned, for he could not believe them. But they told him all that Joseph had said, and showed him the wagons that Joseph had sent to carry him. Then Jacob's spirit revived, and he said, "It is enough, my son Joseph is still alive. I will go and see him before I die."